After age 30, most of us start losing more bone than we build, a silent process with no warning signs. Osteoporosis is often called the silent thief, weakening bones from within until a sudden fracture reveals the damage. My father, once strong and active, suffered a wrist fracture from a minor fall. Only then did we learn he had severe osteoporosis. His struggle taught me that bone health can't be taken for granted. Bones are living tissues, constantly broken down and rebuilt by construction crews, osteoblasts, and demolition crews, osteoclasts. In youth, we build up our bone bank, but after 30, withdrawals outpace deposits. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men over 50 will suffer an osteoporotic fracture. These can be life-altering. That's why awareness and early action are so important. We must start caring for our bones long before problems appear. Osteoporosis turns strong, dense bones into fragile, porous structures, like a honeycomb with thinning walls. Bone remodeling is a lifelong process. Osteoclasts break down old bone. Osteoblasts build new bone. In youth, bone building outpaces breakdown, but after peak bone mass, around age 30, the balance tips. For women, menopause accelerates bone loss due to a sharp drop in estrogen. Women can lose up to 20% of bone density in the years after menopause. Osteoporosis is insidious. No pain or symptoms until a minor incident causes a fracture. The internal structure silently weakens, waiting for a stress it can't handle. A simple fall, sneeze, or even bending over can reveal the hidden danger. Understanding this process is the first step to prevention. We can't stop aging, but we can slow bone loss and support bone building. Take action now to protect your skeleton. Some osteoporosis risks are out of your hands. Being female, postmenopausal, older age, family history, ethnicity, and a small frame. Certain medical conditions and long-term steroid use also increase risk, but many risk factors are within your control. A diet low in calcium and vitamin D weakens bones. These nutrients are essential for bone strength. Inactivity is another major risk. Bones need regular stress to stay strong. Use it or lose it applies to your skeleton. Smoking and excessive alcohol directly harm bone-building cells and disrupt calcium balance. Healthy lifestyle choices, nutritious diet, regular exercise, and avoiding harmful habits can make a big difference. Talk to your doctor if you have medical conditions or take medications that affect bone health. Know your risks and take steps to reduce them. Prevention starts with awareness. Your daily choices matter for lifelong bone health. For many, osteoporosis is discovered only after a fracture from a minor fall, a fragility fracture. Common sites: wrist, hip, and spine. A wrist fracture is a warning sign. A hip fracture can be devastating, often requiring surgery and long rehab. Many never regain full mobility after a hip fracture, leading to further decline. Vertebral fractures can happen without a fall, just lifting, coughing, or bending. Multiple spine fractures cause height loss and a stooped posture, which can affect breathing and organ function. One fracture greatly increases the risk of another, the fracture cascade. Each new break raises the stakes for independence and quality of life. Treat any fragility fracture as a sign of underlying osteoporosis. Early diagnosis and treatment are critical to prevent future harm. Don't ignore the first crack. Take action to protect your bones. Osteoporosis is silent, so we rely on bone density tests, specifically the DEXA scan. The DEXA scan is quick, painless, and uses low-dose X-rays to measure bone mineral content, usually at the hip and spine. Results are given as a T-score, comparing your bone density to a healthy 30-year-old. T-score, 1.0 or above, normal. Between 1.0 and 2.5, osteopenia, warning zone. 2.5 or lower, osteoporosis. The lower the T-score, the higher the fracture risk. DEXA scans are recommended for women over 65, men over 70, and anyone over 50 with risk factors or a fragility fracture. Early testing helps guide treatment and lifestyle changes. If you have risk factors or a family history, talk to your doctor about getting tested. Knowing your bone density is the first step to protecting your skeleton. Don't wait for a fracture to find out. Strong bones start with the right nutrients: calcium, vitamin D, and protein. Adults need 1,200 milliliters of calcium daily from dairy, leafy greens, tofu, or fortified foods. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium. Get it from sunlight, oily fish, eggs, or supplements, especially in winter. Protein supports bone structure. Include lean meats, fish, eggs, legumes, and nuts in your diet. Spread calcium intake throughout the day for best absorption. Exercise is just as important. Weight-bearing activities, walking, jogging, dancing, and resistance training, weights, bands, stimulate bone growth. Bones respond to regular stress by becoming stronger. A mix of both exercise types is ideal for building and maintaining bone density. Even small changes, like taking the stairs or brisk walking, make a difference. Nutrition and exercise together are your best defense. Start building better bones today. Give your construction crew the tools they need. Your future self will thank you. It's never too early or too late to protect your bones. Your plan just changes with age. Under 50? Focus on building peak bone mass, eat a calcium-rich diet, get enough vitamin D, exercise regularly, and avoid smoking and excess alcohol. Over 50 or postmenopausal? Shift to preserving bone. Maintain a bone-healthy diet, take vitamin D supplements, and do moderate impact and resistance exercises. Balance exercises like Tai Chi help prevent falls. Talk to your doctor about your risk factors and whether you need a DEXA scan. If diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis, follow a treatment plan. This may include medications to slow bone loss. Make fall prevention a priority. Remove home hazards, wear sensible shoes, and practice balance. Continue with calcium, vitamin D, and safe exercise. Proactive steps can greatly reduce fracture risk. Your bones have supported you. Now support them. Invest in your skeletal health for lifelong independence. Every action counts. Start today for a stronger tomorrow.